the lessons we could learn from the Tinder Swindler, the red flags that were just all over the place begging to be read. Well, hi, my name is Black Swan and I am your online dating coach here at the Black Swan Relationship Academy. I'm also your style concierge. But today I really want to talk about something that has been all the buzz. This Tinder Swindler documentary that's come up and everyone's like, oh my God, beware of online dating and be da 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 da. But to be fair, honestly, there's so many lessons that we can take from this documentary and honestly get to end up really perfecting our online game. As you could tell, some of the girls are straight back to dating on Tinder, straight back to dating wherever they're dating, and they're having the time of their lives. They've gone and made their documentary and they're now, enjoying the perks of celebrity that it has now come with it. So I just wanted to talk about some of the things. Like, honestly, let me tell you about my first reactions when I first watched the thing. I was like, okay, let's get into this. So the first thing I remember when I watched, and the lady, the main character, kind of Cecile, I believe she is, she came on the scene and she was saying that they met on Tinder, immediately had lunch, immediately she's off somewhere with him, then he's sending her back. Anytime she was around, the text message was just, come here, be here, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, in my head, I was like, oh. Like, honestly, my mouth was just open and aghast the whole time. In my head, I am just thinking, this girl needs to enroll in the Black Swan Relationship Academy. Like, today, she needs to go and sign up for All Access Pass. Anything, just anything before you go on another date, please. Just stop. Just stop. And I will always say in Black Swan Relationship Academy, park your emotions, ladies. Park your emotions over there when you're dating. Park your emotions and let's date with level heads. I was in shock the whole time watching this. Like, even how she is borrowing money left, right, and center from quick loans, taking out credit cards. And I was like, oh, wow. And I'm like, oh my God, how did we come to this as a generation where we literally, I'm not saying that she doesn't have any standards, but these are the kind of predators that are out there looking for women like this. This is why we have to have our wits about ourselves, ladies. We have to use our minds, right? That's why we always say, park your emotions and date like a gangster. Date like, that's why we multiple date. We don't focus on one guy like right away. We multiple date and we remove our, I know it may be hard. I always say, we say that remove your emotions, da-da-da. You can't separate yourself from emotions, but what you can do is not focus too much on one guy. All the red flags that were there for me was pretty much that. It was very fast-paced. It was very come now. It was all very high-flying, this, high-flying that. She never ever got to see where he lived, like really lived. She never really got to see his family, his friends, his and fair enough, whenever we say a high value man is busy, but you know what, when a high value man is in pursuit of an honest black swan, a high value, gorgeous, beautiful black swan, he knows to take his time and pace himself. He could do all those wonderful things for you. He could buy you the flowers, he could take you on jets, he could take you wherever, but that is the one thing that he will not lead with. So if we're going to be taking notes, let's start off from there. If a man is going to be pursuing you, he's not going to be leading with private jets and all kinds of things. Even though it's something that you may like, because he's looking for something a little bit more permanent, he's not going to be throwing that in your face all the time. The next thing to take note of, which leaves no discussion, is borrowing man money. Oh, I don't know, but it could just be my cultural upbringing, is that My mom told me to never give a man any money, even if that person was like my boyfriend, like when we were getting engaged and getting married. It's only up until you are in the marriage and you are building together, then yes, we can talk about finances and share. And as we're building and if we're engaged, we're obviously putting money down for different things and we're working together for a purpose, but not outright someone who will get, even if I was your friend and I was borrowing money, the last thing I should be expecting you to go and do is borrow money from the bank to give me a loan. And then you'll be stuck. If you don't have the money, you don't have it. Full stop. And even let's say even when it comes to borrowing money to siblings, if you do not have the money, you do not have it. Full stop. We always take care of our finances. Black Swan women are very, very focused on their finances, their mental health, their well-being. You're not going out of your way to do something that you just don't have. And for a man to expect you and encourage you to do that, that is a big red flag on its own. It's a big, massive red flag. So, as much as we love it, the documentary is amazing. I've watched it like 2-3 times now because there are all these little things that keep coming up for me. And I'm thinking, hey, like honestly, I think I was holding my hand the whole time through the documentary and I'm thinking, how now? While I ponder on that, anyway, before I come back, let's talk a little bit more about this and I'll see you in a few minutes while I gather my thoughts together.
The guys you want don't want you. And the ones you don't want simply won't leave you alone. They say you are picky and have impossible standards. Your partner has lost attraction for you and you have no idea if he will stay or progress the relationship. The harder you try, the further he pulls away. You are starting to think you are cursed, that there's something fundamentally wrong with you. The truth is, you are not uniquely broken. You are simply ill-informed, uneducated, and ill-equipped. All the things that can be fixed. I am offering you an all-access pass into the Black Swan Nation, where you will receive access to all of the courses, mentoring and coaching calls. We are also offering a 100% no quibble money back guarantee if the academy isn't a fit for you. What are you waiting for? Get smart, be educated, and level up. Do it absolutely right now by clicking the link below.
Anyway, now that we're back, let's focus on some more of the red flags. Let's talk about the flashiness of his accounts. Let's talk about how he was world traveling, always in different destination. It's all good and well to spot someone who's a world-class traveler, and we watch them when we're on the gram and we see that they're all over the place and everywhere. Like, we know that Instagram is not real life, right? We all know that, and for me that's a red flag already. If someone is flashing all their life in on Instagram, on social media, that is really someone who's looking for attention. That is really someone who's trying to paint an image that really technically may not belong to them. I mean, we've seen quite a lot of these Instagram stars end up in the papers because they didn't own half the things that they owned. They were just taking pictures, and we all know that. We've gone and paused near Bugatti or two, or we've all stood at St. Margaret's Pier and taken a picture by someone's yacht. And honestly, it's just pictures. If you're gonna really follow someone's lifestyle based on Instagram, you really need to be careful about what exactly you're looking at. You have to ask yourself, do you really want that kind of flashy lifestyle, or are you looking for someone you want to settle down with? Not even settle down, to build a home with. Someone who is home focused, who's children focused, who wants to build a future with you, not necessarily flaunt everything that they've got online. And honestly, not to judge him, look, he had his game. Shimon Leviev, I'd say he had his game. And if you kind of had a look, he had a type of woman that he went for. He had the mostly blonde, mostly slim, modellist looking. And he really targeted the emotional side of things. From what it looks like, there were some that he just had as friends as well. So you also do need to be careful. So I always talk to my my clients, and I'm always asking this question: why do we always feel the need to hold on to someone who some of these men that we've dated, but we feel like, okay, we need to still remain friends with them? Why do we ever not just want to let go and move on? Because really that comes from a scarcity mindset, because we feel like we might not meet someone like him ever again. And believe me, we've all been there. We've all been there where we think that, oh my God, this is the most amazing person I've met in my life. I'm not going to meet anyone else. But honestly, they are out there. There are so many men out there who are willing to treat you like a princess and not steal from you and not take away anything from you. The other red flags that I could think of right now is just the flashiness. It was a bit much. Unless if that is your general lifestyle and that is how you roll, I've got nothing against it. But as a Black Swan, we're not really into the material things, right? A Black Swan woman looks at pretty much all levels. We look at your mental well-being, am I attracted to you? You could be doing all these sweet things and be a sweet talker, but are you there for me? Are you showing up? Because even in the first few stages, he was never there. He never ever met really any of her core needs. And the next thing you know, she's being told to go look for apartments. It was always little breadcrumbs, that little trails that he left so that she could come, like, just a little bit. Then he'd show up and then be gone in a flash. So he was very good at breadcrumbing, and this is one thing that we don't seem to really sometimes think is a big deal. It is a big deal. If someone cannot fully be there for you, please walk away, ladies. No matter how flashy his lifestyle looks, please walk away. Because at the end of the day, it's not about what this man can give you as in material things. It's, can he meet your core needs as a woman? Can he be there for you? Can he cherish you? Can he love you? Can he provide for you? Can he secure you a home? Will he marry you? Will he want to have children and raise a whole beautiful little life with you and build with you? But we get lost in the flashiness. We get lost in the flashiness of him trying to impress the world with what he has to offer. He was always in designer clothing. Again, disclaimer, I've got nothing against designer clothes. I just feel like when a man is that flashy, that's alarm bells right there. That's very feminine for me and for us here at the Black Swan Relationship Academy. So I would really love you to be very careful out there, ladies, when you're online dating. I am also offering a 15-minute link where we can discuss your online presence. Have a look in the bio and you will see my 15-minute link. You can book it anytime between now and the end of the month. We'll see how long we'll keep it on there for. Let's talk about what are you facing when it comes to this online dating world? What are you facing when it comes to presenting yourself online? And let's talk about these red flags as well, because sometimes it's those little things that he has mastered this little masquerade or covering up his red flags so that women don't really question it too much. So we want you to be able to question those things. We want you to be able to really go after what you want and get the love that you deserve, because there will be men like Simon Leviev who will try scam somebody, but there are clever women out there who got away from him. If you kind of read around the blogs at the moment, there are quite a few women that got away and didn't get swindled. So there are some women who managed to not fall into that trap. And another thing as well is, don't let this dampen your excitement about being online, because there is so much out there that you're missing, the world of profoundness and the world of impossibilities, meeting amazing men. Because like I always say to my clients, I've met most of the guys I've dated in the past few years online. My current partner, I met him online as well, and we have an amazing relationship. And for what it's worth, we did the vetting that we needed to vet each other with, even though we had met online. Once you get offline, it's still continuously vetting, and we're always continuously vetting each other. I vet him, he vets me, and vice versa, and we continue like that. So if you would like to get in on the action, have a look in the link in the bio. It's a 15-minute link that I've posted on here specifically for you guys, special for you. So if you click on that, you'll be able to book for 15 minutes free with me, and we can talk about your personal situation, as in where you want to see yourself in 2022, and get ready for the self-care sessions that are happening throughout February. And if you're joining us on the All Access pass, you will see us over on Swan Nation. Let's talk a little bit more about this. I'm sure this is going to be a little bit of a buzz at the moment, but if you have any more questions, put them in the comments and let's talk a little bit more about them, as well as just book the 15-minute link and let's talk about that too. In the meantime, you take care of you. Oh, before I forget, as usual, do like, comment, share, subscribe, and leave your comments in the leave your comments in the comments box. And let's continue this conversation offline. Join us on Black Swan Nation, and I'm sure this is one of the conversations we'll be having a lot more of. In the meantime, my darlings, you take care of you and you have yourselves an amazing weekend, and don't forget to book for your 15-minute session if you want me to assess your online profile. Let's get ready to date properly, yeah. And those are the kind of things that we'll really be encouraging you to do a lot more of in the future. So in the meantime, you take care of you, and I will see you in another video.